Last 5 days, I spent at 10x growth conference. In that growth conference, there were more than 15 billionaires, like from 1 billion up to 25 billion dollars. And they share such beautiful advice. Like I was extremely motivated. So I learned a lot. I take a lot of notes. If I show you my diary, like I started from here, like it was entirely new diary, and almost this part is full. Okay, these are all the lessons I have learned from them in last 4 days. Now I want to share with all of you my top 10 lessons. Now these lessons will be from wherever you are, even you are starting at zero, you do not have a business and you want to start the business and you want to go towards it. So let's go through into it and let's try to learn from it. I want to share it one more time. I am learning from the best of the best, and my goal is here to give you those lessons so that you can use those lessons immediately in your life. You can apply those lessons in your life. And even if that helps you to improve 10%, 20% of your life, my goal would be achieved. So let's go with those lessons. Okay. So, okay, where is those? Okay. So 10 lessons I learned from billionaires. And these are those billionaires that you can also find their books. Like for example, after the session, while they were giving sessions, I was searching and I ordered their book. One of the book by Harold Hammond, he worth like $18 billion. I immediately ordered. I'm a book reader. So I ordered it, like now I have more than 10 books to read by multiple billionaires. Okay, let's go with the ideas one to one. Okay, 10 lessons I learned from billionaires. Let's go with that. Number one, you need to have an idea of what do you want to do. The idea does not have to be very big. The idea has to be yours. You want to do something. And even if you learn it from someone else, use it in your own way. I love what Mark Zuckerberg said that ideas, when they come, they are not in a refined form, right? They are merely a tip of the iceberg. You get an idea, but you must have an idea, right? Once you have an idea, you need to start working on an idea, right? Immediately. Grant Cardone says that big companies, when they get an idea, they do like what we should do. They need to make the process. But that is not how an entrepreneur or billionaire does. They take an idea and they monetize it. They market it. They start working on it. Because when you market the idea, you get back some feedback, and on the feedback of those you can improve it, you can work into that, and you can develop it. No idea ever created was a $1 billion idea. You start working on those ideas start getting their shapes and start developing into that way. You see, it is 100% possible. You started an idea, but as you move forward, that idea changes entire shape, entire format. That is entirely different thing. But the most important thing is that once you have an idea, don't let it there. Maybe you can think about it for 24 hours. Don't discuss it with negative people. This, I guess, every single billionaire has said, don't discuss with failures. Those negative people, if you discuss with them, they will take you down. Many ideas are destroyed not because they are not you are not capable, you are the idea is not good, but the ideas are destroyed in either boardrooms, in the big companies, or you talk to your friends and they have no idea about it and they are failure. Maybe they tried, they gave up on your life. So don't discuss with them. Maybe change the room. I loved what one of the billionaires said, that if you are the richest person or if you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. You need to change that room. So important thing to understand here, if you're the smartest person, change the room. Very important. Have an idea, start working on idea. You will get failure, learn from it, and then we will work into that. That is number one thing. What is your number one idea? For example, now my idea is to help people to become certified PMP. My goal here is that to help 5 million people in next 5 years to become PMP. The idea has to be big, such a big that people say, okay, this is something impossible, out of the reach, right? But as you move forward, you adapt it, you work on it, developed it, refined it, but start working on it. Start working on it. Start talking about it. If you don't talk about your idea, who will talk here? So start talking about your idea. That is point number one. Point number two. Now, this is something for those people who says that I want a work-life balance. I want to work 8 to 5, 9 to 5 for 5 days, 40 hours work week. Okay, if you want to live a mediocre life, if you want to maybe earn $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year, that's okay. But if you are like me, who want to become a billionaire, who want to like, I don't need money as per se for the sake of money. I have everything. Being a millionaire, I have everything what I need. But maybe I want to see how it feels to have a private jet. I want to feel how to have a money that I can buy anything I want. So when you are talking about a billionaire, they don't think about 5 days of work week. There is no 5 days of work week. There is no 9 to 5. It's 7 days, 24 hours, and 365 days. It's every single time you are up, you are working. You are working, you are working, and you keep on working. For example, now this guy, he was 80 years plus. Hammer, Harold Hammer. I never even heard about him. He's an oil guy. He was 80 years plus. Martha Stewart, she was 83 years. Grant Cardone himself was 67 years. Bob Douglas, his net worth was 13.2 billion dollars. Let me tell you an interesting thing. His net worth on the first day of growth count was 13.2 billion dollars. Then day one, on day two, his net worth was 12.8 billion dollars. He lost $400 million. Majority of you never will even think about of having a net worth of $400 million. I had a lunch with him. He was sitting with me on day one. His net worth was 13 point. And he even shared that fact that he lost in last 24 hours $400 million. This is something what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about $400, $400,000 or $40,000. I'm talking about 400 million. This guy lost in one day. This is the wealth that is available. We have that lid. Even I have that lid. I can only do this thing. And as a result, we talk about balance, the work-life balance. This is all those things, those people who don't want to work hard, those lazy people. If you like, let me tell you straightforward thing. I wake up, I came today, like I stayed for 3 days of growth conference, then one day for the mastermind. I reached today back at 8 a.m. My time, right? I had a long flight, 6 hours flight, could not sleep on the flight, like, but now even on the airport I was working. I came to the home, slept for 4 hours, and I am working. I'm making this video because I know right now the knowledge is fresh. I can share something better with you. Maybe one person learns and he becomes a billionaire. He one person watched that video and his life gets changed. So this is something we need to let go the fact, the illusion of like 9 to 5. That's not something that you should strive for if you want to become very, very rich. If you don't want to become rich and you want to have a, like, you want to attend soccer practice of your children, you want to spend time with your children, with your spouse, watch movies, have popcorns, things of those nature, that's good for you. You cannot have both. Either you can have an extraordinary life or you can have the balance, right? There are no things like balance. I love what Jeff Bezos says. He says, I don't consider thing as a balance. I consider things as a circle. right? When you are at home, be at home. When you are at work, be at work. Give your 100% every single time. The richest person on the world right now, Elon Musk, he talks about 100 hours work week. The normal billionaires, they talk about 70 hours, 80 hours work week. He talks about 7 days work. And this guy has more children than all of you. He has, if you have two children, three, he has 15 children. He is managing them. And he was not always a billionaire. It makes sense, yeah. Let's say you are working 12 hours a day. You work for 7 hours. 12 sevens are 84. 12 hours are 60, yeah, 84. So if you work 12 hours a day, you have 7 days a week, and one is working 40 hours a week, right? At the end of 1 year, you will beat him. No matter his talent, it does not matter. Talent is overrated, man. Whoever is talented, I have, like when I came to the PMP training, there were people working for 30 years, but I worked 16 hours a day and I beat them. Just put in that way. If you work 16 hours a day, okay, if you work just 16 hours a day, and 16 to the 32, 64, 4 days, 60, in 4 days you would have worked 64 hours, right? 64 hours, and in 7 days a week you would have worked 100 hours, more than 100. I'm just giving you a overall average, right? You would have worked more than that. This is something I'm saying here. If you want to go to somewhere, if you want to go to the place, then you have to do it. By the way, what does 15, 16 into 7 actually? My math is getting weak. 16 into 7, 1112, right? It's 1112. 112 hours. So even if when I put sometimes less, maybe it still I get $100. And when you work 16 hours a week, you still have 8 hours left. In 8 hours, 6 hours you can go for sleep. 1 hour, 1 hour you can actually spend with your family. One for other things. So you still have that. What do you mean by don't have time? I'm talking about extreme level when you want to go to something. This is something that I truly believe. 16 hours a day is something that we should be striving. And if you think, okay, 16 hours is not possible, let me ask you this. Most of you people wake up at 6 a.m. If you don't do, you should wake up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. I I consider 6 a.m. is a good time, so let's consider 6 a.m. is a good time. Okay. Now you wake up at 6 a.m. Now let's put 6 a.m. You started at 6 a.m. and we ended at 10 p.m. Normal, right? 6 to 6, 12, 12 plus 4, 16 hours. Straightforward, 16 hours is a day. And then you go to home, 10 to 11, you do whatever you want to do. 11, you go to bed, and 6, you sleep. If you don't want to do that, wake up at 5 a.m. and work it till. Now, I know that what I'm saying, it looks like very impossible. I do that thing, by the way. But let's say it becomes difficult for you. Wake up at 6 a.m., start till 8 p.m. Okay, then move to 9 p.m., then move to 10 p.m. and see how you can work into that. I would highly recommend identify what work for you, but don't think about like 8 hours a day. That is myth, yeah. If you want to be successful, that is not something you should be striving. Okay, next thing, and a very, very important thing, this actually took my heart, and that is persistence. Alex Holmes says that is a multimillionaire, 500 million, 550 or 600 million. If you start something and everyone else is doing it, and if you keep doing it for 1 year, you will beat 99% of the people, because most of the people never persisted to see that can we do that or not. I remember the video in Elon Musk said that when his third rocket attempt failed, it's back in 2008. Someone said that he was near bankruptcy, and they said, will you stop? He said, no, never. In order to stop, I have to be dead. This is something we need to focus on. We need to be persistent. We need to we need to keep moving forward. We need to daily put effort. Daily, daily. Like I don't want you to do one day 16 hours, then next day rest. Then 16 hours rest. No, this is not. For a long period of time, 16 hours. And I would say 70 years. Yeah, even if you are 30 years old right now, right, go for 70 years. This thing, like, I need to retire at 65. Why would you retire, yaar? Check the data, check the analysis. Those people who retire after 3 to 5 years, they die. They get sick. They have nothing for their life. Whereas look at Warren Buffett. He's 90 plus. His friend Charlie Munger, who died, he was 91 or 92 years, few years back. He worked till his death. Look at the best and the best people. Like this guy, 80 plus. He was there. He did what most of us will never do. On weekend, he came there. Then Bob Douglas, 80 plus. Martha Stewart, 80 plus. Grant Cardone, 68. His birthday was like he was 68 now. And he is now running for governor of California. This is something we should target. Persist. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You should not think about 1 year, 5 year. You should minimum think 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Like for example, now I want to become a billionaire, right? This is my dream since as long as I remember. I don't know what to do with the money, but I just need the money. I want to have that feeling. Like I had some goals along the way. One of my goal was I want to buy a home for my mother. Right? This has been my goal on my goal board for last 10 years. I married 7 years back and my wife knew every single day day I have written that goals. When we, like me and my wife, when we got married, I explained her what goal setting is. We sat at the start of the year. Every year I wrote down the goal. And I'm extremely happy. 2 years back, I achieved that goal. I bought, like, back at Pakistan, I bought a 10 marla house and gave it to my mother and father where they live right now. They used to live at rent of a 5 marla house. I bought a 10 marla house, gave to them and came to America. Like just 3 months before coming to America, I did it. I achieved my dream. This is something I want to share it with you. Now, I'm not a billionaire, but I'm a millionaire, right? So I achieved that goal. I did that. This is something I want to do. Otherwise, you have seen me. I'm not wearing some fancy uh, Armani or all those big brands clothes. No, this is 10x cap. I got it free in the conferences. This is Meta Glass. Yes, I use AI things and technology, but that does not cost much. But this is my goal, and I have set it for next 50 years, not 1 year. I want to become billionaire probably by 70 or 80, right? This is something I know that it will take that much time unless some big break came, unless I invest in some app and that app turned out something. I don't know, but at least I have a vision. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, billionaire in the making. So I need to persist every single day. But before the billionaire, I know I have to have 500 million, 100 million, 10 million, 1 million I already have. Okay, so let's say I am here more than like 2, 3. I need to reach this. Then I need to reach this. Then this. Then this. But it will take a long time. I need to persist. So when you are setting goals, how now many people ask, how do I persist? Set your targets on daily basis. If you set your targets on daily basis, it keeps you moving towards the target. So set your targets on daily basis. So persistence, you cannot achieve anything if you don't persist. And if you are persisting, as I said, I now right now I'm teaching PMP, right? And I know that for a fact I cannot become a billionaire by teaching PMP. This is something I know for a fact, right? I can become a millionaire, multi-million. I did not become millionaire because of PMP. I became from the real estate. I have invested it, and that property has gone down. I can share it with you. Like I earn, let's say whatever I earn from last 10 years, whatever I do, whatever I earn, and I live beyond my means. And I have been blessed that my wife earns a good salary. My home runs on his salary, on her salary, and then with my business, whatever is saved, I saved it. I invest in real estate. That real estate goes up, and automatically I get rich. Straightforward. I don't buy Bitcoin. I should have maybe bought it, but I don't take risk. I follow rule number one of Warren Buffett: never lose your money. So I invest in the hardcore assets, and I'll show you something. As I said, I'm a book reader person. I actually follow this book, Richest Man in Babylon, for last 10 years, Every single year I read it. Right, this is now the deluxe edition. I bought it when I came to US. So I read it. I follow this and Warren Buffett rule. The rule number one: never lose your money. So I did that for last 5-10 years, and I have reached a certain amount of money. Now, as I move forward, I need to adapt it. I need to change it. I need to scale it. I need to do different things to do that. And that's exactly what every single one of them said. When COVID came, people have to adapt. Those who adapted, they worked into that. We all know example of Nokia. What happened to Nokia? Why the Nokia was destroyed. So if you want to achieve your career, you need to learn this skill, that you need to adapt it. You need to change yourself. You need to work into that. I love what Steve Jobs said that. It's back when they were making a Macintosh. He went to Xerox plant and he saw GUI for the first time. And he said that we need to adopt this technology. People said that our Mac is almost ready, the team which was with him. This will destroy us. And he said that it's better to cannibalize yourself. Cannibalize mean eating. It's better to cannibalize, destroy yourself as compared to the competitor destroyed you. He identified there's a new technology, I need to do that. Right, I am writing, I have iPad, I was writing with the iPad, but I saw someone, Jeremy, that he was using this whiteboard. It cost me $5,000, but I ordered it, I adapted, because I identified if I stand, I can give more energy, I can be more effective. Adapt whatever you can, wherever you. This is one of the number one thing that billionaire does. There's a difference between rich and poor people. Poor people say they always want the same thing. Bureaucracy. They are poor. I will consider them poor. They are earning the government money if they don't take kickbacks. So they are poor people. Right? But the billionaires, they multi-billionaires, they adapt, they change their even careers. Urgency. Okay. Whatever you want to do, you need to set a deadline. And you need to be maniac towards that goal. Like you have to do immediately. You cannot do something for in 2 hours, in 20 years, in 200 years. You set a goal for 90 days, go for it. I love to like why I follow Grant Cardone because of his 10x agents. He set a goal, make it an impossible goal, go with 100% full speed towards it. See if he can achieve that or not. If he could not achieve it, he adapt, he change, right? But massive urgency. Your team needs to know this is important, this needs to be done. We need to go towards it. It's not that okay, we'll see if does not. No, 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 no. I'm maniac energy towards it. A massive energy. I need to do this. I need to do this. It have to be done. A massive energy with, of course, daily targets. When you set a daily target, like let's say you have a 10-year target, then 5-year target, then 1-year target, and then and you need to focus on the target. Focus is very critical. Focus means saying no to 99% of the things. I'll tell you one thing. I had a discussion with one of my very good friends few months back. I have money, and this is when Bitcoin was going up. Bitcoin reached up to 100,000. He said me at 80,000, hey Amir, I'm buying Bitcoin, invest into that. I said no. He said that why not? I said no, I only invest in cash flowing asset. What do I mean by that? I buy something, okay, it gives me monthly something. It can be small, and that asset I can sell it anytime and I can get my money back. I cannot do that with Bitcoin. It is too volatile. Maybe I'll buy it sometime. I do have a small amount of it just to check it, but investing a huge amount of money, I'm not gonna do that. It's not in my focus, because if it goes down, I will be continuously focusing to that. That's not how I do that, right? It's not this is not urgency for me. Urgency for me would be buying 100 100 units in US. It's something I want to do it. I'm not US national, so I'm trying to understand how I can buy units here, how I can leverage the debt and other things, how I can do that. This is urgency. I will be going to real estate summit of Grant Cardone, understanding it. He's a real estate tycoon having $5 billion real estate. That can help me. That can move me towards my goal, right? So that is urgency. Identify urgency with the focus and maintain your target as the range. I'm trying to give you a lot of information here. I understand that, but my goal is that you understand what it takes to a billionaire, right? I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, let's discuss the next thing. Ooh, be obsessed or be average, right? This goes back to being a maniac. People have called me obsessive in nature. I work too much. I don't give time to family. I should sleep. I should do those things. The thing is that you need to be obsessed towards your goal. Obsession is the biggest blessing you can have. And I'm sure all of you are obsessed about something. If you are fat, you are obsessed about eating. If you watch a lot of movies, you are obsessed about. There is something you are obsessed about. Now you need to direct your energy towards something. What obsession can help you? Which obsession will be good for you? Identify that and go for that obsession. Be obsessed about it. Grant says that be obsessed or be average. Now, I have nothing against if you want an average life. That's your choice. I even have his book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. Yeah, interesting book. Yeah, this is it. Be obsessed. He's sitting on a plane. So if you want to be average, if you want an average life, average salary, I'm okay with that. Now, what does average mean for that? In my definition, I'm not saying below average, I'm saying average. What does average mean? Average mean you are always checking the price of groceries. Average mean you're always worried about the price of petrol going up or down. Average mean you need to think about, okay, from where my next salary will be coming. Average mean always going for the most cheapest flight, right? Average mean to using coupons. That's an average life. It's not bad. Okay, some people like it. That's okay. I don't want that. I want to be obsessed and have everything in life. Guys, I believe God created this universe. I'm a religious person. I know religious thing towards you, whatever you want. And I believe that He created everything for us, for me. And it's my goal to go and get it. I don't believe that being a poor is something good. If I am rich, I have money, I can donate to charity. And I do because I have money, I donate to the charity. Like I have a rule, whatever I earn, and I learned it from Jim Rohn, and I have used this very good. I whatever I earned, let's say I earn $100, $10, automatically I give it to charity of the causes I believe. And most of that I charity I gave it to my father. He gave it to the family. Whatever he believes, then mother, they and then some of my friends who are running a charity organization. I cannot run that. But you see, if I earn $100, I can only give $10. What about $1,000? If I earn $1,000, I can give 100. What about $10,000? I can give 1,000. What about if I earn $1 million? I can give 100,000. What about I earn $1 billion? I can give how much? Then suddenly it becomes 10% become 100 million. So now I ask you, what will make difference in other people's life? $100 million. I want to like one of my goal is to education. I Education has changed my life, and I want to make sure every single person, especially in the underdeveloped countries like India, Pakistan. I'm from Pakistan, so number one priority is Pakistan, then Bangladesh, then Africa, India. Those people, the education free for everyone. How I can achieve it? Through this. Like most of my endeavors, the number one priority is education. Secondly, I'm a foodie guy. I love food. Okay, I don't want other people to like that's something I can work. Then another thing I believe, old homes. There are old homes in these developed countries, but now in back at home, Pakistan, there are not old homes, and people like I see old people selling 70 years, they cannot even walk, stand there selling something to make their life, or they are begging. I don't want that for them. I want to earn more and I can support the causes I believe in. I'm not sharing here to say that I'm a good person. I'm just sharing here that what is possible. Okay? What is possible? Be obsessed about that. Daily targets. Every single billionaire that came to the stage, they have daily targets. They have 10-year target, yearly target, quarterly target, monthly target, weekly, daily. Some even said that hourly target, right? So you need to set down your daily goals. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to have? What is the best thing for you? Set some daily targets. You see, if you see things start getting overlapping, like daily targets, you need to be obsessed, you need to work into that, and then go for that thing, right? Then, this is very important. This is especially for those people who are relying too much on AI. Whenever I'm talking to anyone, and there is always like I have a MX Platinum card. Whenever they have a AI, I'm always saying agent, agent. It took a minute or two, then agent come. I prefer to talk to agent as compared to AI. In this, what I would say, AI world, if you can be human, if you can understand others, having emotional intelligence, that goes a long way. Like you need to understand other people. Not everyone, your team is obsessed. Some of them just want to be average. That's okay. It's their decision, guys. If someone want to go back to their home at 5 p.m. or like whatever your work timing is, and they want to spend their time, quality time with their children, with their family, that's okay. Like people, those who grow up with father, uh, or their father, like my father worked all his life in Oman. I was in Pakistan. He used to come after 2 years or sometime after 3 years for 1 or 2 months. And even the 2 month he come, 1 month he has to buy things for his shop or his business back at Oman. And I kind of grew up with father, right? And my brother also, same thing, my elder brother. Now, what my elder brother is a brain doctor. He tried to spend on weekend, Saturday, Sunday, he does not do any work. He can earn good money. He is earning a huge amount of, buttload of money, I would say. But in 5 days, 2 days, he want to spend it with his family. He, because with the absent father, what he learned was different. He want to spend more time with his family. He want to be there. I learned something different. I learned that, okay, I need to make a lifestyle for my family that money is never an issue. I want to remove that thing. So be human, understand other people, and this is very important. You cannot become a billionaire without other people. Even Elon Musk never did alone. Apple never did. They have a lot of people. So that's very critical. Okay, if you don't do anything and you just learn this thing, that is more worth the time you are investing here. Model, identify, like when people say that this is the best idea I ever had, no one has ever done it. And if no one has ever done it, why you are doing it? It's better to start with something than what other have done it, model it. Like someone wants to become the PMP trainer. See what I do, keep doing that. Model it. Like model me, then mimic, copy me, copy paste. Don't try to change. This goes to what I teach in PMP, Shu Ha Rai model. Like first, you are at the beginning stage, just model someone, identify, mentor is someone, mimic him. Whatever he is doing, just do that. Then master it. Okay, now you mimic it, you identify why he or she is doing that, right? Why I am doing this thing? I'm a PMP trainer. Why I'm sharing this thing? The reason is that I want to help you guys to finance also yourself, achieve your goal, so that I can also become your coach in a different mediums also. Master it. Why I'm doing it, and then scale it. You cannot become a billionaire without scaling. Scaling is one of the most important thing. I ordered 6 books on scaling in last 1 month. The reason I went to the GrowthCon was scaling. I am learning how to scale. Now, I was the only coach now doing the PMP. Now I have Hassan Trimzi, I have Aves, Laiba. Said, Sudha, Jane, more people will be coming with me. I am scaling that. I am teaching them what I am doing it. They are mastering it, and now I'm multiplying it. The other people, they can also do that. Okay, one more thing that is very important. Emotions are false. People act on emotions, gut feeling. This is wrong. If you want to achieve a massive success, you need to go with the numbers, not with the emotions. The emotions will lie to you. I do not have to work with the emotions. I have to go with the numbers. So these are the 10 things I learned from these billionaires. If I go back, what are the 10 things? The first thing is you need to have an idea. Then once you have an idea, you need to work hard, you need to persist and adapt, have an urgency, be obsessed, set daily targets, be human, and emotions for that. So I hope you have enjoyed this much. If you have, do subscribe it, do put something in the comment. Now, this was a huge content. I will be making more videos. But before you go, for those people who have watched till here, they are hungry, they want to learn more. So let me give you some bonus tips also. Okay, so bad things happen. Okay, the thing is that what you don't know, you don't know, and what you don't know, you have no idea, and then those things will happen. We think we try to identify risk, identify risk, identify risk, but most of the time those risks occurred which we never even thought about it. So when you are running a business, when you are doing something, keep that thing in mind. Have a goal for this thing that bad things will happen. Okay, what you don't know, you don't know. So you need to plan from some unidentified risk. You never know. Like I came back today, this board was running fine. I tried to connect it last 1 hour before recording this video. I was trying to set this board up. It was not working. I have no idea. I asked my wife, she's good in IT. She's an IT program manager. She worked on it. She helped it. What you don't know, you don't know. You never know what will happen. Okay. Okay. This is number one thing. I would say if I have to make this video again, I would put it as a number one thing. Get a mentor. You need to have a mentor. Now, if you can get a physical mentor, that's the best thing. Like get a coach, someone, and I am getting coach. I have multiple coach. Kesar Bass, Grant Cardone. I spent 10,000 money. Uh, Other people are my coach. If you cannot read their books, get them as a mentor, learn from them, watch them, identify them. Okay, finance, I'm gonna learn from him. This I'm gonna learn from him. This I'm gonna learn from him. Get measure everything. Very important. People says micromanager. Elon Musk says that he's a nano manager. Nano means that he goes even to more detailed. He goes to more detail. Become a nano manager. Measure every single thing. Your team member, what they are doing, what they are doing. Those things like be a delegate and those things, those are like, those are not a good things. If you want to become a great, you need, yes, delegate, but then manage. Delegate, then manage. Manage. Become a nano manager. Okay, this is Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. He also was there, and believe me, he's a billionaire. He sold his 4 companies, a billionaire. I never knew that. He said that too much times and too much money kills creativity. So if you are someone who don't have time, or who have a lot of time and a lot of money, bad news for you. You need to force yourself. I'm not gonna invest money. I'm not gonna just throw away money. You need to be creative. You need to work into that. How you can build into that. Okay. Don't just remove your money, right? So put the money and time effectively. Now, this is for every single person. And I will end with this one. Perfection is the enemy. There are multiple other things. And if I get good response, maybe I will make other video. Perfection is the enemy. Now, what do I mean by that? Guys, most of the time people think about that in order to launch the perfect product, it has to be perfect. Minimum viable product is something, a concept that we teach in PMP. And minimum viable product, I'm gonna share with you. Whatever you make, market it, get a feedback, improve it, reiterate. And this is what would you do. I hope these 10 plus bonus tips helps you for PM, helps you to become better, not PMP. I'm used to say PMP, and this will help you in your life, your career. If you find this video good for you, share it with at least one person whom this can benefit. Maybe some entrepreneur, even if you are not an entrepreneur. So thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe it, like it, and put something in the comment. I would I would love to reply it. Bye bye.